This is a true story of a super dog that saved humanity from a deadly virus. In the coldest region on Earth, Alaska, where temperatures can kill in minutes, a small dog was born in 1913. His name was Togo. No one could have imagined that this skinny, stubborn, and unruly pup would one day become the greatest hero in animal history. From a young age, Togo was considered different. He was too wild, too loud, too brave. He often escaped from his kennel, bit the leash, and couldn't stay still. Many people said, "This dog is not cut out to be a sled dog." Togo was even nearly discarded as useless. But his owner, Leonhard Seppala, a renowned Alaskan musher, saw something others didn't. Beneath his mischievousness, Togo possessed extraordinary intelligence, strong instincts, and natural courage. Seppala realized one thing: Togo was not a follower dog. He was a born leader. Over time, Togo grew into a very strong dog. In a sled team, the lead dog is the lead dog. His job is to determine direction, read storms, and make life-or-death decisions. It's the most dangerous position, and only one dog can do it perfectly: Togo. He can read wind direction, ice thickness, and even the signs before a storm. Many other mushers admit that no other dog can match Togo's leadership. In 1925, a harsh winter struck Alaska. In the small town of Nome, a diphtheria outbreak spread rapidly, especially affecting children. Without a serum, hundreds would surely die. The problem was, the only cure was in Anchorage, more than 1,000 kilometers away. Planes were grounded by storms, ships were stuck in ice, there were no land routes, and time was running out. If the serum didn't arrive, the entire town could be wiped out. Finally, the government made a bold decision: send the serum using a relay of sled dogs. Total distance, 185 kilometers. Temperature as low as -40 degrees. Arctic winds can freeze lungs in just minutes. Many mushers declined, but Seppala accepted the mission. And at the front of his sled stood a 12-year-old dog. His name was Togo. That was very old for a working dog. But Seppala was confident that only Togo was experienced enough to lead this journey. Of all the relay teams, Togo covered the longest and most difficult distance, approximately 420 kilometers, more than a third of the total journey. They had to navigate a blizzard with no visibility, slippery icebergs, and the frozen sea of Norton Sound. The ice beneath their feet could break at any moment. One night, the storm obscured everything. Seppala couldn't see his way. He entrusted his life entirely to Togo. And with his natural instincts, Togo chose the safest path. That decision saved the entire team. The journey nearly cost Togo his life. His paws bled, his body trembled from the cold, his strength was almost gone, but he kept running. Finally, the serum was successfully delivered to the next team. A few days later, the medicine arrived in Nome. The diphtheria outbreak stopped. Hundreds of lives were saved. But the world remembers only one name: Balto, the dog who carried the serum on the final leg. Meanwhile, Togo, who traveled the greatest distance, faced the greatest danger, and led the most deadly route, is largely forgotten. Yet historians and experts agree, without Togo, this mission would not have succeeded. Years later, the truth was finally revealed. Togo is recognized as the best lead dog in the history of world snowmobiling. He lived to be 16 years old, a very long life for a working husky. Today, his body is kept in an Alaskan museum as a tribute. His story was immortalized in the film Togo, 2019. Togo is not just a dog. He is a symbol: selfless loyalty, courage without praise, and sacrifice without the spotlight. The story teaches one important thing: true heroes are not always the most famous, but the most sacrificed. Thank you for listening until the end. Follow our account so we can be more enthusiastic about sharing interesting stories from around the world.